Now we're just waiting to go live. Let me find my cards, and we're here. Hey, gonna power up, powering up. Hello, Elaine Marolakos Edelson with Astrology Mojo and Transformational Astrology. We're here. We're here together. Hey, happy Thanksgiving to those of us here in the United States. And if you are in another country, happy day. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Star. Hi, Leanne. Well, if you're here, let me know. Hi, Dean. That's my husband. He's about 30 feet that way or that way, depending on if this is a mirror effect. Well, I want to be able to help people to get their mojo back and to power up, really. That's what we're going to do. So if you're here, hey, Cheyenne is here. Hi. If you're here, just let me know. Just say hello. Tell me your name. Maybe tell me your birthday. I don't know. What are you? What sign are you? What do we have here on the call? We do have a Taurus. I know that. Thank you, Star. Happy Thanksgiving. We have a Cancer. Leanne, what are you? I don't know. I'm a Taurus, Capricorn rising. And we weren't scheduled to really have this today, but I thought, hi from Australia. What? You need a boost? Well, I'm here to help you power up. My gosh, 17 hours. So it's just, you're having a cup of tea for breakfast, aren't you? In Australia. We have a Scorpio, Leah. There's another Scorpio. The Scorpios are coming out to play. I'm so happy. Well, before we even get started doing anything, I want to just say how grateful I am for everything in my life and for the people who join me twice a week on my Facebook Lives. Thank you so much for being here because it's, I think it was the actress Sandra Bernhard who said, you're the reason I exist and or the work that I'm doing. So thank you for that. And let me think about Dean and I wrote a manifesto for my business, for Mystic Mojo. And we edited it to have a long form and a mini one. So I want to read you. In fact, if I can post it, I think I'm going to try to post it. You're a Mystic Mojo, and this is your manifesto. Let's see if I can copy it and paste it right here. Let's look I'm going to post it right now. Did it work? Did it go? I don't know. Did it work? Yes, there it is. That's how you know if you're a Mojo Mystic. And this is your manifesto. That you're confident, and not all the time. We know this. That you're intuitive. You don't always use it. We know this. That you trust your decisions. Not really, but most of the times you want to. We know this. That you set healthy boundaries, and you really want to. I'm going to help you do that. And that you speak your truth. That's probably a big one. Yes, you do. And you're never wrong for how you feel. Do I need to say that one twice, women, ladies? You're never wrong for how you feel. I'm compassionate and empathetic. Yes, you are. That's why you're here. That's why you do the wonderful work you do in the world, and that you see your future. And if you don't, I'm here to help. And I magically create an intentional life. That is the purpose of these Facebook Lives, for you to take a tip that I might have to offer and use it. Use it and apply it and see what happens. That you magically create an intentional life. What else is there? Why not? And then that you are pure conscious love. That's the gig. That's a Mojo that's the Mojo Manifesto. But that's a Mystic Mojo. That's who you are. And hey, Carol is here too. Star says she's a Leo, moon and rising sign, and Virgo. And Carol is an Aries. Let's see, who else did I miss here? Sometimes I don't always get the comments, and I don't know why. I'll see some here, and then I go back on, and I see other ones that I didn't see. So apologies. So if you're here and you haven't said hello, I know sometimes people get a little shy or they don't want to interact. They just want to, watch from behind the scenes. That's okay. Just a little hello or a thumbs up and let me know you're around. I want to help you. If you are focused today, as I said, I wasn't really planning this one, so I'm winging it, but I thought, how can I help you? If you are focused on a goal and you are working towards something and you've hit a glitch, a brick wall, a dead end, how can I help you? What's going on for you? Let me know what's going on for you. If you're already working on something, again, I just want to reiterate, because we are in a Mercury in retrograde and we go squirrel often, that sometimes people will just, log on and just give me their birthday. Like, what do you see? Well, that's not what I'm doing right now. What I am offering is, if you're working on something and you've hit a glitch and you're really stuck, then share it with me. So I want to help you keep going. I see these laughing smiley faces go up. Did I say something funny? Oops, is it my breath? No, it's not. I'm going to pull a card for everybody before we even get started. Ooh, the forces. I went and I met someone not too long ago in a supermarket, and I told them what I did. They were from out of town. We were just chatting. I meet a lot of people on the trail when I walk the dog, Coda, in the morning, or at the supermarket. And, you could tell they're not used to people like me, but they're enthralled with people like me. And I had a bunch of sticks, actually, after I went to the supermarket and I met someone. And she said, "Ooh, are you like a woo-woo person?" I said, "Yeah, I don't use those words, woo-woo." But I am one of those people. And then I met a couple on the trail. They were from Chicago, such a lovely couple. And we were talking about dogs because Coda was with me. And I had picked up a bunch of sticks, and I was talking about what I did. And the reason I had the sticks, I forgot I had them. I was holding them in my hand, and we were talking about mysticism and spirituality and readings. And they were just so wow. And the woman, I said, "If you don't mind my asking, what sign are you?" And she said, "I'm a Scorpio." And this was a few weeks ago. And I said, "Oh, well," I said, you're just coming back to yourself, right? You're reinventing your life." And she went, "Oh my gosh, yes, wow." And then the husband was so, entranced by what I was saying. And he said, "Can I ask you, what are the sticks for?" Like, he expected me to talk about some ritual I was going to do in my backyard, under the full moon. And I said, "Oh, my dog poos at the beginning of the trail. And I like to, if I don't have a bag, I like to kick it off to the side." And they just burst out laughing. And sometimes life goes like that. Okay. Oh, me too, Carol. Leanne says, "I'm feeling lost and alone and need my twin flame to come home. I wake up sad every day." Well, sometimes we just are sad. And as long as you're just feeling what you're feeling and you are looking at what gives you joy, not from other people, not because of other people, but how can you put your joy into the world for others? And let's see. Carol says, "I kind of got what I wanted, but I'm finding out I don't want it." Isn't that funny? That works that way, doesn't it? Well, be careful what you wish for. I always tell people when they want to manifest something, they go, "I really want this. I want this. I want this so bad." And I said, "Okay, what does it look like to you? What does wanting look like? Why is it suddenly so dark in here? Let me check the camera." I had to restart everything before everything just went, Mercury retrograde crazy. Okay, you're talking about your job. Well, if you don't want it, then focus on what you do want, what it is that you would like to have in your life. And that's for everyone, right? Because another stuck. My sister just passed away a couple of weeks. Oh my gosh, I am so sad to hear that. I am so sad. Well, what can I do to help everyone understand it was for her time? Okay, you can't. You can only support people, especially during a time of grief. It's really hard. People don't always want to hear things. They just want to be supported. Like, what can I do for you now? Do you need some food? Do you need me to, go to the store for you? People don't always want to. They might ask why. Why did this happen? This is so sad. I want to know, but they really don't want to know. Not especially during the beginning of grief stages. So the best way I think to support them, especially because you're a very proactive Aries, is to just ask them what can you do? What can you do for them? What can I do for you? Are you hungry? I can fix you some food. Do you need me to write out some bills for you? Do you need me to, take you out? Do you need some quiet, peace of mind? Just ask how you can assist. And sometimes people don't know what they want or need, especially in times of grief. I'm sad to hear that. But when someone passes, it's sad for us because we're left behind. But what happens for the actual individual who leaves is they suddenly become very childlike and they open up because they see what is. and not from the egotistical, negative, doom and gloom, separation place. They have no need, no desire, because pure conscious love is what greets them at the door. And so we are happy for them who go, sad for us who stay. But what you can do for the family, I think, is maybe help them understand that it is what it is, and we need to feel what we feel. And it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel confused. It's okay to be frustrated. And just to offer to help with the minor details of life if you can. And Star says, I'm feeling so much sadness and anxiety that it's not mine. I live in 1,000 Oaks shooting, and oh my gosh, the fires out there in California, blessings and prayers, and we're blanketing with a damp. I just keep envisioning the fires being dampened by like a cosmic cloth. That's how I envision it. So the sadness of life, sometimes when people get into chaos mode and they don't know how to get out of it, we get swept up. You want to step to the right of anybody's stuff, right? You just step to the right. I think too, when there's a lot of stuff going on, especially during a retrograde, it seems magnified, and sometimes it seems like that's the only thing that's happening, or it gets so blown out of proportion, or it's the opposite. It's just you're not present with it, or you can't connect to it, or it doesn't, you're not able to grasp it. You know what's interesting, and I've researched a lot about this, when the Titanic sank, it was not only a Mercury in retrograde, but the moon was void as well. So people had no idea, just like the movie depicted, there was trauma happening on one side of the ship, and the other side, they were they were sleeping, or they were playing music, or they were drinking and dancing, and people were rallying them. Come on, we got to get to the boats, and they're like, yeah, okay, what's going on? So it didn't register. Nothing registers sometimes in a Mercury in retrograde except the feeling that you walk away with. So if you walk away feeling really confused or up and down, then I think it's time you just realize that you are constant. I said this to someone a little while ago. You are the constant. Your pure conscious love is the constant. And what happens around you is the flow of emotions, which is energy in motion. So you may be feeling the trauma from so many people, or you may be feeling the sadness from your own involvement in a situation, but it doesn't mean that you have to get out of it, like try to get yourself out of it, or do anything about it except be present with it, and then focus on what you're grateful for. When a person focuses on their gratitude, what they create is a vibe of more opportunity because of their gratitude. And then you resonate the frequency of abundance. So here's a card I'm pulling for the group. Oh, that's a beautiful card. It's the abundance card. Okay, so where do you find your abundance? What does abundance mean to you? Where does it come from? And Carol says, thank you, and you're welcome. Step to the right. What a great image. Yeah, I used to do that when I lived in New York and worked in New York. And people would get off the subway. You just got to step to the right, or else they would mow you down. So that's what I would say in my head: step to the right, step to the right. Or someone's, gesticulating on the street and having some kind of psychotic episode. I would just step to the right and walk around them. So just do that. Step to the right. But abundance, just like the card says, what is abundance for you? Think about it, because if you focus on, I'm not saying don't feel your feelings. I'm saying that when you're feeling down, or there's a lot of stuff happening, and sometimes we just, I'll tell you, over-the-counter lithium orotate, 3 milligrams or 5 milligrams once in a while, once a week. It helps to calm the nerves. And it's over-the-counter, so it's a mineral. So it helps to relax the anxiety in a person. So check with your doctor unless you're allergic to it. I think that would help. And also understanding the idea of energy, that it is traumatic when we see buildings fall or we feel sadness. I went to a memorial service for my mom the other day, and all the other people who lost someone in the past 12 months, it was sponsored by the Hospice Center. And just standing up to share a little bit, I was suddenly overcome because I was feeling everybody in the room. I wasn't sad. I've let go of my mom. I've heard from her. We've chatted. it's all good. But the feeling of other people, sometimes you just have to let it move through you, right? Like a wave that it is. And then come back and refocus on what are you most grateful for? And what is that resonance? And for me, and that is your abundance in essence. So let's see, what else do we have here? Thank you for your insight. Are you so welcome? What's the mineral one more time? Oh, yes. That is lithium orotate, Orotate. And it comes in 3 or 5 milligrams. And when it gets to be too much, I recommend it to my daughter. I will take it when there's tragedy or trauma in the world, when there's and you're not connected to it and you feel it, or there's something going on in your world and you're just spinning and you just got to calm down. Then I recommend, I don't think taking it every day is going to help, but ashwagandha, also the herb ashwagandha, tastes like dirt. Okay, I didn't say that, but some people love it. And it's great for your adrenals. And I take a teaspoon of that with my magnesium powder, magnesium citrate. Magnesium glycinate powder is great to calm down the nerves and the muscles and to help relax you. So I take a teaspoon of ashwagandha mixed with a teaspoon of magnesium, lemon flavored glycinate before bed, and I sleep great. And every once in a while during the day, if I need it because I'm keyed up or I had 3 readings in a row, or there's something going on and I just can't stop spinning and I'm looking around going, what? Sometimes I won't recognize it as a literal thing in my head, but I know, the moon is going void or Mercury's going retrograde, or I'm just caught in a spin of people's energy. And so I will take the lithium orotate, and it just takes the edge off. It's a mineral that my body likes and uses maybe once a week. But you see what works for you. Also, let's see. Oh, you just watched the Titanic yesterday. Maybe that's why I picked it up because I wasn't thinking about the Titanic, Leanne. Yes. Gratitude. I'm just reading some of the comments so I can catch up. Lithium orotate, correct. And what else? Ashwagandha, magnesium glycinate, that's with a Y, GLY. Magnesium citrate, if you are constipated and you're a little backed up, then you can take a teaspoon of that and just stay near what I call the executive lounge, in case you got to go. Okay, so how else can I help you? Star says, thank you for your insight. You're so welcome. And what else? If you wanted to help yourself to power up, and again, it's getting dark. I'm just going to wave my magic wand. Wait a minute. Wands at the ready. To help you power up, I'm offering 30-minute power up sessions. So you can, if you're on a computer, I think you scroll up and you see the blue Book Now button. And if not, Dean will post a link in the comment section. If you're on a tablet, sometimes I think you have to go the opposite direction. And then you can schedule that. And we're going to talk about what you need right now to help you power up, to get back in the groove and help you ignite that part of you that can create that Mojo Mystic energy. Because that's what you are. That's why you're here, right? So, okay. Let me just take a drink because it's been 18 minutes and 54 seconds and I haven't stopped talking. I'm going to put a period on that sentence. Who can I help and how can I help you? What are you working on? Where's it going? Where did it stop? Why do you think you're stuck? So just post in the comment section and let me help you. Oh, and let me know your birth date. The month, and I don't need the year, just the month and the date. Like May 3rd or June 15th or whatever that is. Okay. Gotta stop sobbing, oh, stop sobbing. Cheyenne says, can you explain what a power-up session is? Yes, I can. I tune into you and one current issue that you might be having that has been recurring. It may be a new issue, but 9 times out of 10, it's recurring. So the thing that I like to help you with, maybe you're stuck in a business situation, or you're trying to change something in your relationship, to money, to a lover, to yourself, to your spiritual purpose. I will look at all of you, your energy, your numbers, and your name, and I will get the vibe, and then I will do my thing. Like, I have a client who was in arbitrage on Wall Street, and I helped his son decipher a dream one day. And the guy didn't talk a lot. You know, he was a power guy. He didn't say a lot, but when he did, you know, people listened, right? And I helped his son decipher this dream because he couldn't figure it out. And that the son was about to enter college, and he was going through something very tumultuous. And when I did it, you know, did my thing, and then my client, the father, looked at me and said, "Wow, you just cut through that like a samurai." So I cut through your stuff like a samurai, and I help you get to where you want to go in a hurry. That's what a power-up session is. All my sessions really are, you know, I do everything in that session: numerology, astrology, intuition, clairvoyance, empathy, and I get my information from you. And then you have ahas and answers, and then it helps you to go further with who you are and what you want. And what's really great about a session with me, whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, or it's a VIP program, and there's some people on this call who have had readings with me, who have done VIP programs with me where we go deep, and it's a 2-day program where we really get into what is the issue, what is the recurring issue. So everything really is just a mini version of that. And no matter how much time I spend with you, I do the same work. It may not be as lengthy, but I get to the core a lot quicker when you are participating with me and you're open to changing and transforming. So Cheyenne says, birthday 5/6. Okay. And what might the issue be? Oh, can you explain what I did? Okay. So Cheyenne, what is the issue? I have your birthday, but what is the issue? And while you're typing in the issue, April says, I finally made it on time. Oh, I'm so happy. You're always on time. Whenever you show up, that's your timing. You have no idea what to say except for hi. Hi! April, what a pretty name. And Cheyenne, I love your name. Honestly, I think it's so pretty. Okay, if you've got a question, we're not just talking about, random reading. What are you working on? Give me your birth date, month and the year, not the year, the month and the day. And what are you working on? Where are you stuck? That's how I can help you. Okay, September 12th, and you lost your job and you feel lost. Okay, well, you're not alone. I'm sorry, April, that you feel lost. I'm just going to move my drink over there and start to look at your numbers. Okay, so you are 12, 3. You're in a 5-year and you're moving into a 6-year, and you lost your job and you feel lost. Well, April, sometimes when the road ends and what they say, the door closes and the window opens, sometimes the window doesn't open. Sometimes the door stays closed and you sit down and you go, what just happened to me and why did it happen? And what I want you to look at is that this particular time frame for you is about understanding the magic that you've lost, and the fun person you used to be, and where you got sucked into, let me just get it all done, let me get the details going, and just to catch up with life. Okay, now you need to take a breather and look at what you have. And the more you focus, and this is for everyone, the more you focus on what you have, and I'm talking that in a very literal sense, and by naming it, I will wake up in the morning and say, I'm so grateful for my pillow and my bed that's so comfortable. I'm so grateful for heat. I'm so grateful for this. I appreciate my husband. I'm so grateful for the money in the bank. When you focus on what you already have, that's the gratitude abundance vibe, then suddenly it starts to grow, and in ways that are expected and unexpected. So if you are looking to get another job, let's not replace it with the one you just had, because you're done. You're toast. So let's think about what you would like to be doing next and to have more fun in the meantime. And to lighten up, watch some comedy shows. It's for everyone. Mike Birbiglia, My Girlfriend's Boyfriend. Eliza Schlesinger, Eliza with an I. Elder Millennial. Kathleen Madigan, Mad Again. Brian Regan, anything by Brian. So when you start to lighten up and you move some energy, and you let go of the weights, then you start reducing the chatter in your head that, if you've listened in on other Facebook Lives events that I've had, there's a plethora, love that word, of information about letting go of the chatter, because in neurology, it takes 3 positive thoughts to neutralize 1 negative thought. So go back and take a listen. Go on YouTube. I've got a lot on my YouTube channel, Astrology Mojo, under Elaine Marolakos Edelson. And you can, or here on Facebook, you can listen to all of my other recordings, and I think that will help you. Leanna says, I need to get happy again. Forget your troubles. Come on, get happy. All right, wait. All right. Expecto Patronum. Happiness. Wait, did that work? Are you happy now? Okay. See, what can help you to be happy is focusing on the very moment you go from, again, this is for everyone. Focus on the moment you go from happy to not happy. What just happened? What is that? If you could put a microscope on top of that little thing, what just happened? Did somebody say or do something and they took your power? Or no? Did they? Maybe you gave it up. So let's power up together. You want to be happy. Focus on the things you have that give you joy. The music in life. Autumn leaves, snow falling, warm coats, really cool shoes. DSW client, patron. So I think if you have more of a focus on not putting it all on somebody else, nobody can make you happy. You can share your love and your happiness, but nobody else can make you happy. So do something really kind for yourself at least once a day. And I'm saying at least, that is like bare minimum. Okay? Maybe 10 times a day, maybe 20 times a day. Do something kind for yourself. Look in the mirror. And this is for everyone, ladies. Look in the mirror. Deanna's here. Happy Thanksgiving. Deanna married us. Deanna married me and Dean. And once you look in the mirror and, you're walking, you're putting away laundry, you're going on your way to the executive lounge that I used to like to call it. And suddenly you look in the mirror and, you look frazzled, you have more wrinkles, your hair is whatever. Just stop. Look in the mirror, really look into your eyes and just say it. I love you. It might be weird, it might feel awkward, but you are a Mojo Mystic. And you are, what are you? Confident, intuitive. You trust your decisions. You set healthy boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. Echo, echo, echo. You're never wrong for how you feel. You are compassionate and empathetic. You see your future. You magically create an intentional life, and you are pure conscious love. That's what it is. That's what you are, pure conscious love. You come into this world as that and other things. This is the mask, right? The body and the mind, the chatter that goes on. But, your holy trinity on earth is pure conscious love. Your body, mind, spirit, that's you. And you argue with it. You debate with it. You negotiate with it. You want it. You need it. You are it. Tag, you're it. You go to bed with it. You wake up with it. You can do that for yourself, right? I think so. Okay. Cheyenne says, I am also experiencing some significant loss that's impacting me emotionally that I'm really trying to let go. Thank you for thinking I'm awesome. You're awesome too. Remember this. That's you. You are awesome. You're awesome. All right, so let me go back because maybe I missed some stuff in the thread. Oh, clarity on your business, Cheyenne. Okay, so, and your birthday is 5/6. Oh, yeah. You're in a 4-year. I think we talked about this once. You're in a 4-year. So the clarity comes with trying not to work the same strategy over and over again. It's not going to work. So you need to come to a 22 place. It's a come to Jesus moment in numerology. A 22 out of a 4 is thinking not just outside of the box, but realizing there are no boxes, no boxes. And when you look at your business model and you think, what do I really want to do? It's go to the next level of how do I create the thing that will help me serve this demographic? And then the how comes to you. So it's not always your job to figure out how. It's your what and your why. Why are you doing this? Answer that. Because you think there's money in it, because it's fun, because it's a challenge and you love a good challenge. So once you answer your why, then the what is and the who comes with it. What is it that in your business gives you the greatest joy? What's that feeling of, I love what I do. When I sit down to write historical fiction books, I get lost. I love it. I see it in my head and I dictate on the computer. I put music on of the era that I'm writing. I just love it. When I'm giving readings, I love it. I'm in it. I'm in my bliss. So you want to find your bliss by removing the strategy. And you will always get strategies from experts. And then apply them and see what works. But if you can help yourself to find the why and the who you're serving and the what is it for you that you get out of this business? And I think that will help you tremendously. So, Deanna says, what is this current Mercury retrograde about? Well, that was in the last Facebook Live, but I'm happy to cover that a little bit more. And this is a Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius, and which is a fire sign. And remember, folks, the planets don't do anything to you. We live in a cooperation with the cosmos. So when the planets make a move, you feel it. And when you make a move, the planets reflect that. It's a mirror. So as you evolve, so does astrology. That's why my business is called Transformational Astrology. And when you get your mojo back, and when you see what your mojo is, and your mojo is your power, remember you're a mystic mojo and you want to manifest and create an intentional life. And when we have phases like Mercury in retrograde, our perception it's a global experience. Our perception moves to a different focus. Now, especially that it's in a fire sign, you might get all fired up and you're spinning and you're doing 14 things. I didn't stop baking for 2 days. I made donuts, almond, sugar-free, paleo, low carb donuts. I baked, and then I made stew, and then I made chicken, and then I just kept going. And I was spinning and thought, oh my gosh, I need to calm down. Like, what is happening? So I took a breath. And we switched the music because it was getting frantic in my body. It was electric. So I thought, okay, I need to calm down and utilize the energy in a different way. The energy of Sagittarius is the spiritual, practical truth seeker, always looking for the answer, seeking through different cultures, through different experiences. If you are a Sag rising or Sag moon, or you have a friend who is a Sag sun rising or moon, then you know that they can either, get on a plane and keep going, or have this great new idea. I just bought into this company. You want to work with me? And, Carol understands. I think she's a Sag rising. So it's like, oh, new opportunity. It's called the shiny penny syndrome, right? Or the opposite is political, negative, dogmatic, cynical, will not give up the ghost, is very judgmental. So you want to look at any retrograde is asking you to step back and look within. And it's a perfect time for healing. So sometimes you don't realize that you're not feeling so great. You're feeling sad, but because you're so busy or you're in your head, you don't realize it. Then it comes a retrograde and your perception changes and you say, I just can't get it together. I just don't want to get up. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go. I just want to travel. I just want to go somewhere. Let's get out of the house. It's because Sag is that energy of travel. And and motion, but it may not be that for everyone. Again, it could be suddenly they form an opinion, or suddenly they have to change their opinion and they fight it and they don't want to. But then you ask yourself, what are you judging? Where's the judgment? So Leanne says, how do you know if you're a moon or sun rising? I'm Scorpio. Well, that would depend on your birth time, and you can go to my website, astrologymojo.com, and Dean will post a link, and you can click on get a free birth chart, and you can find out. And I don't think I have it. Oh, wait, here it is. This is the glyph for Sagittarius. So you can see what Sagittarius looks like. It's an arrow with a cross at the bottom. And that is Sagittarius. And I don't have all the other... Wait, do I have the others? I'm looking in my... No, I took them out. I've got archetypes, moon phases, neurons, Mercury, and here's Mercury, by the way. Mercury retrograde. And this is Scorpio. But I don't have all of them listed in my program. So then you would go to my website, astrologymojo.com, and you can plug in. You have to fill in all the information or you won't get the chart, and then the chart is for free. So you can do that. Thanks, Dean, for posting that. Yeah, Carol says, I know that shiny penny. It's always there, right? Because you're so excited about the next best thing. What can I do? What can I do? And so in this particular Mercury in retrograde in Sagittarius, what may come up for you is that you can't focus. Squirrel. What was that? And you want to stop what you're doing halfway through and start something else. So if you can focus on maybe 2 things no more than a day and look at how to use this energy to inspire you, where you may have felt a little bit lost lately, or to look at how you can, the high end of Sagittarius is very spiritual, very, yes, pragmatic, very practical, sometimes focused in medicine, dance, design, art, photography, but ultimately it is the quintessential, I am optimistic and I want to share who I am with the world. So if you're starting to feel a little down, little out of focus, go do something for someone else. Every year we buy a coat for a child on the Navajo reservation. And I was scrolling online just at 5 minutes before this event, getting a coat for a young girl. And she wanted blue, so I was looking for blue. And so, because when I need to focus on something, I will do that. I will give to others, or I will look at what I can do. And the Sag energy for me is all about cooking and health. So my last Facebook Live event was all about health and healing tips. So you have to see what it is for you. And, okay, replying to Leanne, see the thread. Ooh, do you have to know, Leanne asks, do you have to know Lulu? I don't know which is your first name. I like them both. Do you know your, yeah, you really do have to know if you know it was in an hour and a half to 2 hours, if you think it's maybe 10 minutes off, you could still plug in that and get an approximate rising sign, and an approximate, pretty much the moon sign, if it's less than 2 hours. But if you think, oh, I was born sometime, on that day, then you won't get an accurate rising sign. So there's threads. Now I'm getting links to see the comment thread, and I've never seen that before. Okay. So now I can't get back to where I was. Okay, now I will. See, I learn a lot of tech stuff in a Mercury in retrograde. Star laden. Okay, we talked about that earlier. Oh, it went back to the top. Okay. Okay, so Cheyenne, if you're trying to let go of loss, well, it is to be in the moment as much as possible and see what it is you're hanging on to. If you maybe let it go, maybe parts of it can come back to you. What else? Dean posted, exact birth time is needed for your rising sign. If you don't have exact, enter what you have. If you know that it's within 2 hours of your birth time. Other than that, it's not going to be very true. And Dean posted that you can write to your Bureau of Vital Statistics and you can ask for a copy of your birth certificate with the birth time. You must ask for the birth time. Okay. So I hope this has helped, folks. I just wanted to come on and do a quick chat. I am coming back next Monday after Thanksgiving. And I'm just going to pull one more card for the group so that you can kind of vibe out on this uplifting. You know, when I work with people, I'm also working on all your chakras at the same time. And Dean understands that sometimes after I get off Facebook Live or a reading, you know, the walls are breathing and he puts me in front of the TV and I watch a movie. Or I cook. All right, so I'm going to pull a card. So yeah, we're all feeling better, aren't we? Yes, we are. You still may not have all the answers you want, but as long as you're feeling a little bit better, I'm going to pull this card. April says thanks, LOL. Let's see, I'm scrolling down. Okay, that's the bottom of the thread. I just wanted to make sure. Interesting. Okay. What was I saying earlier? That when you are in doubt, whoopsie, service to others, but not at the sake of yourself. Okay. Service to others. So give a little bit. And if you give way too much, then give to yourself. Do I need to come out there and show you how? Click on the blue book now button and I will. In 30 minutes, you will learn how to give to yourself. Right? Is Leanna still here? Leah, you still on the Facebook Live event? Because we had such a fun time on the VIP that she's so awesome. She's powered up now. Powered up. Okay. So folks, happy Thanksgiving to those of us here in the U.S. Happy days to the rest of us. And be sparkly. Be brilliant. You are. And I will see you next week. Be well. Thanks for stopping by.